Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I thought that since Halloween is just a few days away, what better time to have a little story time with you about the dumbest thing I ever did for an Instagram photo. Coincidentally, which happens to coincide with Halloween. Without further ado, here is my Halloween themed story time titled The Dumbest Thing I Ever Did for an Instagram Photo, Josie and the Pussycats. You're welcome. So I'm going to preface this by sharing a few Halloweens of yesteryear, the costumes that I've had, a few costumes that I've worn growing up. I really like Halloween and we don't often do anything. So this year we have a wedding on Halloween, so that's kind of exciting. But I thought I would share a few photos from years past. And my personal favorite. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that I used to write a blog with my friend. It's called In Her 20s. And then it was called Two Hot Coffees. And then I branched out and did my own thing. But while I was writing, I think it was for In Her 20s, I did a whole post diatribe about this idea that women have to dress sexy for Halloween in order to do something fun, right? In order to feel beautiful or be beautiful. And I just really didn't like that idea. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to feel pretty or wanting to wear something that makes you feel good. But I was noticing that people were doing sexy everything, like sexy mac and cheese, sexy Ziploc bag, which is probably just you naked too. Like I always wanted to like be the pretty girl, be the girl the guys thought was sexy. I was not. And then I later learned that my worth and my beauty is not dependent on what a guy thinks of me. So that was a revelation, am I right? That's not the point of the story. So last year I was trying to get Steve to do like a family costume. And by family, I mean me and Steve and our dog and our two cats. But he was not into that. I was like, let's do Wizard of Oz, right? Josie can be the lion. And I found like this cute dog lion. That's very cute if you want to do it, guys. Obviously I would be Dorothy and like everybody else we would figure out. Yeah, that got nixed real fast. So then I thought, Josie, the Pussycats. So I was like, I'm gonna dress up as a cat. The most basic thing that I could ever do. It's fine. I embrace it. I put on all black. I decorate my face. And by decorate, I mean I put eyeliner on my face in the shape of whiskers and then I did my makeup pretty. I bought cat ears, a collar. It was a whole thing. Fishnet stockings, and like I know I just went on this whole thing about like you don't have to be sexy, and I was like, here I am like trying to be a sexy cat or whatever. I really wasn't like trying to be a sexy cat. I was just trying to be like a pretty cat. I'm not gonna defend myself. Anyway, I'm getting so off topic. So I dressed up as this cat and I'm like, I'm gonna get my sister Shannon to take a photo of me and the cats and Josie on the porch because like my front porch is all decorated cute. We'll be Josie and the Pussycats and it'll be perfect and I'll put it on Instagram and I'll get a bajillion likes and 37,000 million followers and obviously my life will be made. But my plan actually super backfired. So here's the photo that made it to Instagram. So I never posted the photo of me with the animals because I was wildly embarrassed, because here's what actually happened. So I got on the porch and I have Josie and two cats in my hand. I shut the front door. My sister's standing on this side of the porch with my camera. And I say, okay. And she says, 1, 2, 3. But I stepped on Josie's tail, so she freaks out. Boo jumps over my shoulder, out of my arms. I'm hanging onto Luna. I turn around, I throw her in the house. I'm like, and I'm freaking out, okay? So then I run out and we try, Shannon dove to grab Boo, but she squeezed through. She was still like tiny at that point. She squeezes through the fence on the side of our house and runs, like just books it towards the back of my house. And I was like, sweet baby Jesus, I just lost my cat. So I have no time to think. I have thrown my other cat inside. I've thrown my dog inside. My sister goes inside with my dog. I run to the back looking for Boo. I'm like, Boo, Boo. I'm screaming. I'm running, fully clothed in my cat costume. She is nowhere to be found. So I go all the way through like a couple alleys onto the next street. And I run in to some construction workers. And I'm not thinking, I'm just like fully terrified at this point. And I'm like, excuse me, have you seen a cat? She's like calico colored. And I'm like trying to describe her, like, super frazzled. And he just looks at me, he's like, yeah, I've seen a cat. And I was like, oh my gosh, you have? Where? Can you tell me which way she went? He goes, I'm looking right at her. I was like, dude, come on. Like, I'm trying to find my cat. What do you think's gonna happen here? Okay? Can you just help me or don't help me? Don't be gross. So then I head back home because he's not helpful. I jump in my car, still in the cat costume. And I am driving around my neighborhood. I like find these little sweet ladies that are like outside doing something for like a yard sale. And I'm like, hi, this is my cat. I'm like describing her. The woman's like setting up a Facebook like page for the cat. And I'm just like, if you find her, let me know. That would be amazing. And if you follow me on Facebook, you probably saw my cry for help that I lost Boo. I just wasn't very clear about how I lost Boo. And then I was like, PETA is gonna come after me if I tell people the real story. People are gonna think I'm a total dodo, which I was, and I admit to that, but at the time I like wasn't ready to admit to that, so I didn't want the whole internet to know. Now it's fine. So then I call Steve and I'm like, hey honey, I love you. Did I mention you're the greatest husband of all time? P.S. I lost Boo. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, so she got outside. And he's like, oh yeah, I've been waiting for that to happen. She's been like eyeing the door. You know, she's been ready to bolt for a long time. And I was like, oh yeah. So hold on, pause. So he's like not reacting at all. And I'm like, did he not hear what I just said? Like, I lost the cat. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh, but actually it was because of me. You see, I was taking an Instagram photo. Funny story. I was taking an Instagram photo and I stepped on Josie's tail and I got Luna back inside, but Boo kind of ran away and now we can't find her. But I love you. Did I mention that I love you? Okay, great. Bye. Anyways, he was very like even keeled and calm, which is always how Steve is. He's the total opposite of me. He was just like, it's okay. We're gonna find her. Don't worry about it. As soon as I get home from work, I'll help you. So then my sister goes out looking for Boo and I stay here with the animals that I have because they're super high anxiety and they're all stressed because, you know, I'm losing my mind. So that's super fun. I'm just like walking around the perimeter of my house and I hear like a meow. And so I'm like, Boo? She knows her name, but she's not gonna be like, yes. So I'm like following the sound of meow. Bunny, here, bunny, bunny, I love you. Nee, 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 nee. Do you want a treat? So then I realized the sound is coming from like the back of my house. I freaking found her behind the trash cans behind my house. She never left. She just bolted to the back, hid behind the trash cans, and let me embarrass myself all over the neighborhood for the entire afternoon. And that's the story of how I dressed up like a cat, lost my own cat, and ran around my neighborhood dressed as a cat just for an Instagram photo. I know I'm making light of this. I'm not happy that this happened. I learned my lesson. I never did it again. I'm not glorifying it. And please, like, if anything, please learn that it's not worth it for an Instagram photo. It's actually really stupid and dumb. I'm totally owning that. My cat's okay. My animals are okay. My Instagram, it's just okay. If you liked what you heard in this video, I would love for you to give me a thumbs up. Follow my channel, you can subscribe. I would love for you to follow me on Instagram or my blog. You can see all of that in the end slide. And yeah, so thanks for watching. And that's the Halloween tea. It's actually coffee, but thanks guys. Have a great day.